Ah, what a time to be alive. You guys remember this game? I have it on Switch, even. Look at that. What game is that? That's right. It's Skyrim on the freaking Switch. How many times have you rebought this game? Remastered again. You remember that whole fiasco? They just kept remastering it or whatever. Special edition, this and that. Wow, it was something. But this game is like, it's kind of like a story, you know? It's not like Elden Ring or whatever, where it's just a punishing difficulty. Endless times getting unalived, etc. And just learning from your mistakes. It's like, it's a spiritual journey is what Skyrim kind of is. And that's what I liked about these games. I mean, I wouldn't say that Skyrim's like one of my favorite games ever. I don't really think that's the case. I don't think it is up there with like Ocarina of Time or Diablo 2 for that matter. Maybe even Path of Exile 2. I love that game. Halo Reach. I don't know. Skyrim's up there though. There's just something about the environment. You remember how like groundbreaking this was when it came out? Were you guys around? Any other boomers like me? Do you remember seeing the trailers, the reveals? Do you remember that Todd Howard guy? Like doing like a voiceover. Like he was at the gaming convention. They were showing the game on the screen. I think some guy was playing it on the big screen. And Todd Howard was standing there talking, oh yeah, look at this. You go through the lush, this and that. You swat this and that. You see that mountain, you can go there, this and that. That's where the whole "it just works" thing comes from, I think. The "it just works" quote. Somewhere in that timeline. But I don't know, the game, I mean, it seems like it was groundbreaking, man. It was the tip of the spear when it came to graphics and innovation with these third-person action RPG games, or whatever you want to call it, action adventure. It was pretty good. And I remember before Skyrim, I did delve in ever so slightly into Oblivion. Now, I couldn't really get into Oblivion. I don't know about you guys, but I remember reading about it in the Game Informer magazines, just how big this game was and how amazing it looked. And it did look amazing. Granted, I think it was a little wonky when I actually played it. I was like, this doesn't really meet the photos that I saw on the Game Informer. To an extent it did, but I wasn't a big fan of the Oblivion gates. I was like, these are repetitive. I don't want to keep going into this dark, nasty place. I like the lush environments outside, which I think is why I like Skyrim more. Because a lot of it was outside. The mountains, the snow, the forests. And yeah, caves and dungeons, right? It wasn't centered around the damn Oblivion gates, though, which all kind of felt the same. It's why I like Skyrim more. And then before Oblivion, I remember Morrowind. Now, I didn't play it. I had a buddy who played it, but I remember reading about that in Game Informer magazines. Do you guys remember reading about Morrowind and all that? And just how amazing the photos made it look. It was like, this is the biggest game ever made, this and that, even though I think Daggerfall actually is. But probably they were changing the definitions, right? More of a broad spectrum, biggest game in terms of mechanics, items, rendering, all this other crap. I don't know. It was a big game, you know? Morrowind. The combat was something that maybe not everyone would be into. I remember like it was either a chance to hit, kind of like Diablo 2 actually, like you keep swinging your weapon and it wouldn't hit the enemy. And then like you had to increase your attack rating or whatever they call it in that, accuracy probably, or dexterity. I think it was accuracy, but I'm not entirely sure. Morrowind was something else too, man. You guys know what I'm afraid of, though? I'm a bit afraid that they're going to screw this up. You have any games that, like, in the past, you'd think to yourself, wow, I just hope that I'm around when this game comes out? Like, you know how we could just get unalived at any minute, you know? Get swatted by a car or whatever. Plane crash or whatever. Heart attack. You know, this stuff just happens. Do you ever have those things in entertainment? I kind of feel like a jackass now because of it. Because of where entertainment is now. It's like, are you kidding me? I was looking forward to this garbage. But have any of you guys had those games where you're like, I can't wait to see this game come out, and I hope that I'm still around to play it? It's like you have a bucket list of games or whatever. It's like, oh, at least maybe if I'm still alive in 10 years, I'll be able to play the next game of this category or whatever, of this franchise. I've had that. With Diablo 2, for example, I was looking forward to Diablo 3. And yeah, that was a kind of a disappointment. And I was a bit prepared for the next one. I was like, oh, I don't know if they're going to be able to meet my expectations. But similarly, I was like holding out for Diablo 4. And back in the day, I would look forward to the next Zelda game after Ocarina of Time. And sure enough, it was Wind Waker. And I was like, I don't want to play this cartoony BS. But I know people say Wind Waker is great, and I intend to play it someday. I actually have it on GameCube. I have it right over here on my shelf. And I have a Wii that I could put it in with GameCube controllers, so I could totally play Wind Waker. I'd rather play the HD version, but yeah, you can only play that on the Wii U. And they don't even support it anymore. You can't even buy it on there anymore. I know I could emulate it, but I want to play it the way it was intended to be played, man. There's something about just playing it on the physical consoles, the way it was supposed to be played. There's something about the experience, you know what I mean? The intention and all that. That's why I like having the physical stuff. That's why I show them off in these videos. But I remember looking forward to games like that. And it almost scares me how, as much as it pains for me to say it, Elder Scrolls 6 is one of these games. Where I'm thinking, I can't wait for this to be released. How good it could potentially be. But I'm holding off now. Have you guys seen that Starfield garbage? You know what really bothers me, and I know that this is a controversial topic, okay? Some of you guys might not like this. You know, some of you guys might unsubscribe to the channel or dislike the video over what's about to come out of my mouth. I'm going to say it anyway, all right? Because it has to get out there. I like speaking my mind on things, you know? I like coming up from the heart, this, that, and the third. There's something freeing about that, being expressive, something empowering about it. So I'm going to say it, all right? So prepare your ears. But I know a lot of you guys are going to agree with me too. In fact, I think more are going to be with me on this than are against me. By quite a vast margin. I am tired of this demasculization, defeminization of frickin' video games. I'm tired of these agendas being in this stuff, you know? And here's an example. You remember Oblivion, the remaster? I wanted to play Oblivion, and I still want to play Oblivion someday, just like how I want to play Wind Waker. I'm going to play Oblivion someday is my intent. Morrowind as well. Maybe they'll remaster Morrowind. Hopefully they get their shit together before they do that. But in that Oblivion remaster, they took away the masculinity of a lot of the characters, and then they took away the femininity, and they just made a bunch of androgynous whatevers, you know? And it's like, are you kidding me? Why the fuck would you do this? You know? It's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm like, people don't like this garbage. People like big, tough guys, you know? They like playing as them. And people like nice, beautiful, feminine chicks. Personally, I like playing as the chicks often. Because I figure if you're going to be looking at the character most of the time you're playing the game, It might as well be something that you find visually appealing, you know? And yeah, you can still find a guy's visually appealing, like you're playing as... this stuff has transcended entertainment and everything for centuries. You know, that's why they had, like, Conan the Barbarian. You know, freaking Arnold played him back in the day. Big, buff guy. Kind of an ideal standard for men, you know? We wanted to be like him. That's why they had He-Man. Remember He-Man? I mean, all this stuff, you know? That's why in the wrestling, you know, they got all the big, tough guys. You know, they got The Rock. They got all them other guys, okay? We like visually appealing things, man. I'm tired of this bullshit where they're trying to shove it down everybody's throats. This garbage. You seen that Oblivion? They covered up the broads in it too, okay? The broads are now wearing this big, bulky armor. You can't even tell if it's a guy or a chick half the time. And they even covered up the damn statues. It's like, oh, yeah, we can't show the cleavage on the statue. You jackasses. Are you kidding me right now? You're going to do this dissenting BS in all these games now? You spineless cowards. I think it's more than that. They're not just spineless cowards. They have an agenda, you see? Now, I'm so sick of it, man. They did it everywhere. They did it in Diablo. Look at Diablo 2. Look what they did with the characters in Diablo 2. Look at the sorcerers. Look at the Amazon's like a freaking guy now. All right, it's William Dafoe. There's a meme about it. Look it up. Amazon used to be this hot chick. Okay? It's unbelievable what they're doing. Disgusts me, man. And it's like, I mean, that's why I think in a lot of ways gaming's dying. This modern garbage. There's a demand for the old way, you know? There's a demand for good old games again. Like, I just started playing The Witcher 3. Some people say that's an exception, and it's cool. At first, you start out, you're this tough-ass dude. Guy looks cool, right? Like, people want to look like this guy. There's this guy that rides a little hoverboard, or whatever you call him, down my sidewalks. It's not really a hoverboard, obviously, but that's what they tried to market him as. You know, it's just those boards that, like, they have little wheels or something, they just zoom down the sidewalk on. And this dude has hair like The Witcher. I know he's trying to be like him. And that's my point, is these guys create like an ideal, you know, like, oh, cool, look at this big tough guy. Look at his gray, oh, he's a big tough guy and he still has long gray hair. That's interesting. So guys want to do that. You know, this kid is like, he like dyed his hair gray or something. And he's like in his late 20s, I would guess. Mid to late 20s. See, you see what I'm saying? Some say The Witcher is an exception because I played that game and you start out as this tough guy. And then there's this beautiful chick right at the beginning. Hell, she's half naked. I mean, she is naked, in fact. I was live streaming it and it like demonetized it. And then you can inquire with her. You can nudge on her and want to go do something naughty with her. And she tells you, oh, first go do this, and then we can do something naughty. Let me put on my face, is what she says, right? Like, do her makeup for you. You know, I mean, it's like that feminine stuff. And I'm like, wow, that taps into our innate desires. Like, okay, as a big tough guy, I'm going to go and do my job, conquer, and come home where I, what do you call it? You be the provider and protector over there, and this beautiful feminine woman's going to give you access to her because you're a tough guy, you know? Like, that's what The Witcher, that's how it started. I mean, I'm pretty sure you go and you do bad things with this chick later on. I haven't gotten that far, but it's no wonder people love these games, you know, that game in particularly. But then this Starfield garbage, there's no beauty in it. There's no big, tough, masculine dudes. There's no feminine chicks. This Oblivion did the same damn thing, except for the damn mermaid statue. And that's what they're saying, is that these entities that are pushing this agenda or whatever, that they're okay with sexualizing animals or hybrids like a mermaid, but they can't do it with like real people in the games because that's like part of their religion or whatever. It's probably true. Look it up. They keep the mermaid hot, you know, but that's it. And same thing with all the furries or whatever. They keep the furries kind of hot. But do you guys see where I'm going with this? I'm a little concerned, okay? that this Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be more of this shit. What we need to do is like this video, okay? We need to get the word out there to whoever the hell's making these games. What are they called? Bethesda? Are they still a thing? Or are they bought out by big parent companies or whatever, like all the rest of them? We need to get the word out there to Bethesda and Tom Coward or Howard or whatever his name is. And we need to tell them, look, we're going to buy the damn game, but you got to bring it back to the old way. Have the big tough guys. Have the nice, feminine, attractive women. You can interject some of the other bullshit if you want, but have this stuff as well. So we have variety. Make good scenery. Good story, you know? Come on, man. I'm tired of this. So you guys, I'm telling you right now, if we get the damn word out there that this is what we want good old games again. You know? Like the old way. I mean, I want it to be even better than Skyrim. You know, Skyrim was all right. But, like, they were kind of emasculating the chicks a little bit. And I was like, you fucking idiots. You know, it's kind of what my thoughts were in that. So, bring back the women. Okay? Bring back the dudes. Bring back the good story. Bring back the non-agenda stuff, you know? You don't have to have this agenda shit in everything, you know? I mean, make it like history or something. Where you just fight because you're fucking greedy and shit, you know? I mean, sometimes bad things just happen. That's how it is in real life. That's why I said, even my example, you don't ever know you get hit by a car or whatever. Bad things just happen, man. You know? You don't have to have some stupid agenda behind all your little stories and all happy ending here and there. Sometimes bad things just happen, you know? Put it in the damn video game. Let's get this Elder Scrolls 6 rolling. Let's get the ball rolling on this game. Come on! I'm tired of this. I want to give you my frickin' money, man. That's why I didn't buy Oblivion. I'm not going to buy that garbage. Okay? That's why I didn't buy Starfield. I mean, I don't like space stuff anyway. Except for Star Wars and Halo. The only space stuff that I kind of accept. But beyond that, I wouldn't have bought the damn Starfield anyway, because what they did with it. Okay, I want to buy the Elder Scrolls 6. Make it a good game. Go back to the old way. Give me a hell yeah in the comments. If you guys are with me on this and share this video, let's get the word out there. I'm tired of this. All right, come on, it's going to be good, man. We're going to manifest it, man. We're going to get the good game back. Okay, we're going to get a good Elder Scrolls. They got time. I know they interjected all sorts of dumb garbage in it. I know they made these broads ugly as hell. With intent and on purpose. They can revert it because they haven't even released any images yet. Except for like the landscape, you know? So come on, revert it. Make those broads not ugly as fuck, you know? Get us something good, man. Get us a good game. Okay, we're going to manifest it. We're going to manifest it. So like the video and share it. It's going to be a good game. They're going to give us a good game. All right. I'll see you guys later.